My name is Gary Cumley, and I'm a retired professor from UWSP. I'm a speech pathologist, and I worked in the communication disorders department. I was the chair there for 9 years, and I was there for a total of 23 years. So I've been a tutor, I think, 3 years, I think. I'm not for sure. I think it's 3 years. And I've always gone out to Kennedy School as my site. I think I heard it from some friends who were involved in it, and again, because I was retiring, I felt that I wanted to do something for the community. I mean, I just can't sit at home and do nothing, so I got involved with that. And again, with my profession as a speech pathologist, I've worked with kids and adults my whole professional life, so I thought it was a good match. I think, again, what I like about young kids, they're really honest. I mean, they are really honest. And so last year I had this little boy look at me and say, "You have hair coming out of your nose." I went, "Oh, well, thank you." I'll check that. So I don't know if that's a moment, but again, it stuck with me because, again, he was just being honest. And I think that's refreshing. I mean, some people, yeah, they're just so innocent and they just tell it the way it is, which is really nice. Well, I think the Learn for Life program, again, they have a kind of like a resource little packet that you have, like I have in my United Way bag that I take. Also, I know they also have training sessions if people aren't as comfortable about reading, so they give you some information, some strategies, I guess. So also I think that the substitute list is very complete, so if I'm not able to make it, I have a number of substitutes that I can contact either by phone or through email. And yeah, so I think the program is very supportive. So even if you're not if you haven't worked with kids, I think, again, there's enough support because, again, you're here because you yourself are a reader and reading is really important. So I think not to be scared. It's fun. Because I like kids, and the other thing too is, as I said, my profession at UWSP, I taught graduate courses in language and literacy, and again, I mean, it's really important. And again, for some kids who are struggling readers, I mean, just having somebody to read with them. So there are times that the lesson plan doesn't quite match, or if the teacher hasn't had time to make up a lesson plan, then just the fact of reading with them, and it's always fun, and I always learn too. I can talk about the two little boys I see this year. One young man, again, has fluency issues, which means that he's really slow and laborious in his reading. But what I've found is part of that is the vocabulary. So if he doesn't know the vocabulary, and he has good word attack skills, but he's just, and so what we've been doing is really reinforcing this smooth reading, and I'm a pretty positive person, so I'm always going like, "Wow, that was good. Did you hear yourself?" That kind of stuff. The other young man I see he has more attack skills issues. He has a hard time sounding out words. But again, what I've seen with him is and it's not in my lesson plan, but because I know about reading, so I kind of throw in some little, some encoding strategies and some rules, and he's doing better with that. And again, they both like the reinforcement. I'll give him a high five or pat him on the back or something like that. Well, I think again, if you could talk to somebody who is actually doing it to get their perspective on it. And then I think again, if you're still interested, probably talking to the coordinator about the program. But I think again, actually talking to somebody that's actually doing it, I think would be the best. They would be able to give you a good perspective from their viewpoint anyhow.